Hi, this is Gerald Salenti. Thank you for tuning in. It's Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. And what a year this is. Whew, who would have ever believed it? Wow, wow, wow. I got to think this is like a science fiction movie. And there's some evil doers out there saying, okay, we got this plan. We're going to create COVID-19. Get it ready for 2020. And we'll freak everybody out and we'll suck the joy out of life. We're not going to talk about the facts because we're just going to give the information to the prostitutes. Those little media whores. Those little media whores that get paid to put out by their corporate whore masters and government pimps. They'll do anything. They'll bend over. They'll suck up. They'll do what they're told. They get paid to put out. And we're going to put out feel like you've never had in your life before. We'll freak everybody out. Don't worry about the facts. They won't look at the facts. They don't care over there in Germany. The average age of the people dying is around 79 years old. They don't care if the people that are dying, 50% on average worldwide, are elderly from nursing homes. They don't care. They don't care that the recovery rate is 99.8%. We'll sell them the fear. We'll ruin their lives. We'll close down their businesses. We will give those low-life, slimy pieces of garbage crap politicians all the power that they love to have. These little low-life pieces of garbage scum that never worked a day in their life, had been sucking off the public tit their whole life. Oh, Biden is here. Biden is here. A little piece of arrogant, slimy crap. Like I got over here with the New York governor, Cuomo. Yeah, nipple rings. Never worked a day in his life. His daddy got him them jobs. His daddy. Oh, and Biden only sucking off the public tit for 47 years. They love to tell you what to do because they don't have to worry about making money. They don't have to worry about a job. They don't have to worry about rent. They don't have to worry about mortgages. They don't have to worry about health care. They don't have to worry about anything. Oh, and I forgot the other slimy, low-life pieces of garbage scum crap. Little Catson Macron, a little nothing of a boy. Sanchez over there in France. Look at the people telling us what to do. Look at them. Or are they people? Lola. Oh, yeah, Rachel Levin. No sex, she says. He says, yeah, unless maybe you bend over and take it, then it's safe. Then it's safe. You like it like that. Who are these people to tell us what to do? And everybody follows. So what in the world is going on? As the whole world is going to crap, hey, those markets are looking good. Those markets are looking hot. Well, the Dow, it's going to be up this year. Up all over the world. Even the emerging markets now is starting to go up. What do we have? Japan's industrial production was flat in November after expanding over the previous 5 months. Production in the auto sector fell 4.7%. Let's boost those markets up. We don't really care. It doesn't make any difference. And what else we have here? Overseas investors dash into emerging markets at swiftest pace since 2013. Money is expected to continue pouring into asset class next year, with several analysts forecasting a bumper year of inflows. Well, how much they got so far? The New York Financial Times shows that more than $95 billion left local stock and bond markets in March, with a subsequent burst of flows, bringing the total to outflows of $243 billion But now that's turned around because this year, the Fed's aggressive monetary stimulus in response to the pandemic has boosted financial assets around the world. The Fed and other central banks in advanced economies, isn't that a nice word? Advanced economies with a bunch of low-life pieces of scum crap running you, and you call that advanced? Anyway, advanced economies have injected an estimated $7.5 trillion into global financial markets, according to the IMF, during the crisis. And that's why gold prices are at 1881 and Bitcoin bouncing higher over 27,000. And we forecasted it perfectly, as we did with silver, which is now over 26. We said it would go up when it was 17, Bitcoin when it was 12, gold when it was 1332. And the new year ahead, you better prepare for it now. You better prepare for it now, and we're helping you do it with the Trends Journal. No magazine anywhere, any place in the world like it. Nothing comes close to it, and our top trends for 2021 will help you prepare. And you look at one of them, check it out. China 2021. Oh, this is from today's Financial Times. Boost for EU business as Brussels nears investment deal with China. Yeah. For China, the deal is set to lock in existing market access rights while offering some investment possibilities. The 20th century was the American century. The 21st century is the Chinese century. As sad as it is, the Chinese way, you will obey. That's what America and Europe have become. The Western world, gone. The Chinese way is the only way. Pushback on Xi's China vision spreads beyond U.S., according to the Wall Street Journal, but guess they're wrong. China builds an empire with concrete. The Chinese asset market, which barely existed 3 decades ago, is now one of the world's largest and most important centers of leverage and economic activity. As recently as 1978, virtually no housing was privately owned in China. Until slimy, low-life, piece of murderous garbage scum. I didn't inhale, but I smoked Bill Clinton. Oh, yeah, oral sex isn't sex. Yeah, that slimy piece of garbage crap brought China into the World Trade Organization. You look at their GDP, until they got in, it went up like that. They signed in, by the way, 2 weeks after 9/11 when no one was watching. Oh, and we'll make sure the Chinese live up to our standards of human rights policies. We don't want those manufacturing jobs. Let Apple send everything away. And yeah, all right. The facts are there. China power grows. China power grows. I said, look how low America's sunk. Look what the people look like. Oh, you only got an obesity rate of what? 42%? American youth too flabby to defend nation, retired generals say. A group of retired military leaders is warning the Pentagon that most American youth are too out of shape to defend the nation. Too fat to fight. You got it? And that's what America is. A country that's too fat to fight. Gutless little people. Oh, Salenti, calm down. Bend over and take it. Hey, maybe you like to take it from Lola. Yeah, he'd give it to you right away. He's telling you what to do. Don't get angry. All right? That's America. That's America. Gone. Dead. Oh, we got Biden now. Oh, Biden. Breaking news just when I came on. Biden says Trump administration is falling far behind on vaccine distribution. As I long feared and warned, the effort to distribute and administer the vaccine is not progressing as it should, Biden said. He's going to give it to you. He'll shoot you up. Get that vaccine. Vietnam's industrial supply base starts to tilt away from China. Shows you how Vietnam is becoming a big producer of products across the board. I mention this only for one reason. I am of the age of the Vietnam War. I was too stupid to be against it. I believed it. I believed it. I voted for Richard Nixon in 1968. That's how stupid I was. I didn't go to Vietnam because I couldn't imagine carrying all that weight on my back, walking up water this deep, as I saw those pictures with guys with a gun over their head and getting shot at. So it's a matter of survival. How we were taught to hate the Vietnamese, those slimy commies. Hey, they're still communists. Yeah, but it's okay to do business with them, Salenti. Just like it's okay to give all our manufacturing and technology, everything that we have, to China. If we can make more money, we gotta make more money. All right? That's all it is. That's all they're interested in. And all the lives that they've destroyed. 3 million Vietnamese, friends of mine, lives have never been the same that came back from the war. But it's okay to do business with them. Grow up, everybody. Grow up. You have slimy lowlives stealing every precious ounce of joy, beauty, liberty, and love from us. Fight and prepare. We're going into 2021. Pick up any newspaper. Go to any of the moronic media. Oh, this is what happened in 2020. We're preparing you for the year ahead like nobody else. Everything that we've said has happened has happened. Turk's economic pain tests Erdogan's power. Erdogan. It goes on to say here how the Turkish lira depreciated more than 30% against the dollar as the dollar is weakening. It's at 2.5-year lows. His polls now, he has it's the lowest point in 19 years at around 30%. I mention this because next story today, Turkey tightens grip on civil society groups, closing down the opposition. Turkey's moving into areas around Greece, doing drilling for gas. Turkey's involved in Libya, in Syria. When all else fails, they take you to war. Oh, they're having another election over there in Israel. Nuts Netanyahu can't get enough power, losing it. Yep, wonder what they'll do with Iran. And talking about Greece, only 1 in 4 enterprises, 23%, is contemplating the possibility of not reopening. Stimulus helps private equity deal making hit fresh highs. Got it. The rich are getting richer. The markets are going up while everybody else is going down. Asset managers boost staffing by 38% in the European Union. Big asset managers have expanded, According to the Financial Times, the 10 world's largest asset managers, including Vanguard, Invesco, now employ almost 7,000 people in Europe. And they're not even including big ones like BlackRock and Fidelity International. I mention this because when I was a kid, these things never existed. And now they own everything. Story out of Australia. Thought the impact of the coronavirus pandemic would hit the hip pockets of all Australians? Think again. In fact, the nation's 7 richest people increased their eye-watering wealth by a staggering $70 billion. In the United States, it's up $1 trillion. But the good news is Christmas sales rise is below forecasts. So people bought less than they forecast. But here's the good news. Here's the good news, all the workers of Slavelandia. Among those that fared well were large retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, and Target. As a slimy, low-life people like Witless Whitmere, little craphead DeWine over there in Ohio, little gutless slime ball pieces of garbage, Cuomo and Newsom, put all the small businesses out of business. This is an evil movie of 2020. From wherever Satan comes from, boy, they produced it. The bigs get bigger. U.S. office space dumped after success of working at home. The amount of sublease inventory in many U.S. markets is at or exceeding levels reached in the aftermath of both the dot-com bust and 2008 financial crisis. What a surprise. What a surprise. We only said this would happen back in March. So if you're investing, you know where to invest and where to put your money. New York bans most evictions in sweeping law. Cuomo promptly signs it. People aren't paying their rent. They're out of work. Landlords can't evict the people, but they got to pay their mortgages. Oh, we're giving them a little break for this couple of them for a little while. They got to pay their taxes. Well, we'll give them a little break for a little while. This is unprecedented what's going on. Unprecedented. Do you think Cuomo gives a crap? Never worked a day in his life, been sucking off the public tit forever. Remember, he was the head of HUD. Yeah. Under Clinton. Gun violence hits minorities the highest. The number of shooting victims in New York City more than doubled in 2020. Can't figure it out. Oh, yeah. You mean Salenti, who says when people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it? And said this was going to happen and people would be leaving the big cities back in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, going into February. All right. NYPD data shows that 1,440 people of the 1,495 shooting victims between January 1st and October 1st, or 96% were either black or Hispanic, because they're in the toughest shape. Oh, no, I think this is sexist, racist. Yeah. More murder cases in big cities go unsolved. Homicides are up nearly 40% in the country's 10 largest police departments. Homicides in Chicago are running 55% higher. Oh, yeah, but you got that lighthead running the show over there. She should know what to do. How could these people, look at them. Look at them. How could these morons tell you what to do and obey them? And they do. Larry Lighthead. And you know why they can't having trouble going unsolved? Because now the masked man is for real. I'm a moron, I'm wearing a mask. I'm a jerk off, I'm wearing a mask. The ad comes in everywhere. It says on the box they're worthless. But I'm a stupid piece of crap. I follow what I do because they tell me to. You're worried about COVID killing you, huh? As I've been saying from the beginning, you like all those pesticides in your food that they spray everywhere? You like all that chemicals that they dump in the water over there? Hey, remember Obama? I love Obama. The murderous Obama. The Nobel Peace of Crap Prize Obama. Never fixed the water in Flint, Michigan. Still can't drink it. Destroyed the lives of tens of thousands. And you're worried about COVID. You like them artificial flavors and artificial colors in your food? You like those GMOs? Or maybe you like air pollution. From the Financial Express, analysis of the lives lost, disease burden, life expectancy, and economic loss due to air pollution across Indian states by the Indian State Level Disease Burden Initiative, published in Lancet, notes that the total number of deaths to air pollution in India in 2009, 1.67 million people. 1.67 million people. And you're worried about COVID, huh? Yep. 2 new cases of COVID-19 announced today. Halifax today. Halifax, you. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 65 deaths out of 379,000 people in 10 months. What are they talking about? 2 cases and lockdown life miserable. And what do we have here? Oh, just a note. About 95% of Italians killed by the virus have been over the age of 60, and more than 85% were over 70. And they had pre-existing chronic conditions, but we won't talk about that. How about the homeless? I keep saying this. If this is so deadly, how come all the homeless people aren't dying? There's just some data on homeless. For decades, studies have shown that death rates among homeless people were anywhere from 3 to 8 times higher than the general population. Because people that are dying are obese, and that's America. We're number 1, too fat to fight. We're number 1, too fat to fight. Soreness, headaches, all this stuff coming out about the vaccines. This is from the New York Times. People, oh yeah, I can't say anything bad about the vaccines. They'll take me off the air. Surveys in Poland, 40% of the people fewer than 40% of the people get vaccinated. In an IPSOS survey shows that in France, only 41% of the people will take the shot. Italy and Spain, 64%. Britain, 79%. And China, you will obey, 87%. Put on that mask the Chinese way. The reason they wear the masks is because of the filthy air. Got it? Only 1.5 million people died in China of air pollution-related diseases in 2018. And Happy New Year in Sydney, the CBD district, I guess they call that the Central Business District. You have to carry approved permits to go out on New Year's Eve. In South Wales, let's see, they clocked up 5 coronaviruses. Wales, this is that moronic premier, Miss Berejiklian. We don't want to create any super spreading events on New Year's Eve, she said. So they're telling you, so unless you have a permit to go to someone's home, not more than 10 people will have a permit from Service New South Wales to attend hospitality venues. Nobody should be in central business districts at all. You ready? Here's what she said. You should limit mingling, singing, dancing, and even loud talking. Here's to you. Could people believe this crap coming out of her crap head? By the way, I'm not positive about this, but I think she just got caught cheating on her husband or something. I think this is the same woman. Don't quote me on that, but it's just another piece of garbage crap. Pandemic makes teaching reading harder. First graders practice reading words with short O sounds on a recent morning at PS 105 in the Bronx. I went to PS 76, where words like mop and pop were displayed on an interactive board. Their teacher Noel Nixie asked a squirmy little boy, isn't that jerk, Leslie Brody? How can you call him a squirmy little boy? What a moron you are to use that kind of language. T, he said, rather than for top. Look at me, she said, pointing to her face as she enunciated the, p. But her mask blocked him from seeing her mouth move. All right? It's not pandemic makes teaching, reading harder. Morons make reading harder. Children aren't getting sick from this. The recovery rate of people 1 to 20 years old is only 99.997%. There's been tremendous failure of data on this, said Brown University economist Emily Oster, who has studied COVID-19 in schools and said authorities often overreacted to a few cases that appeared in schools. In early September, she organized a team of data scientists to track confirmed cases in schools across the country. The effort, which has grown to track more than 9,000 schools and more than 4 million students doing in-person learning nationwide, found a biweekly infection rate, you ready, of 0.22% among students and 0.42 among staff. The rate equates to 1.1 children and 2.1 staffers per 1,000 each week. She goes on to say, they can quarantine 500 people, and that's really costly on a lot of levels, and 0 of them end up having COVID. And they're doing this to little kids, and you look at this picture, little kids all masked up, separated with the teacher with mask. This is crazy crap. Crazy crap. And we have more going on. What's going on in Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, on and on. I'm very sad. I'm very angry that joy is being sucked out of life. You better prepare for 2021. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Tell your friends. Give a Christmas gift. We have a Christmas gift at trendsjournal.com. Help them prepare for what's ahead. Because most people are going down the crap hole of prostitute media. Survivalism. Big trends. And we write about them like no one else. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Gerald Salenti, and that's some of today's trends in the news. You better prepare. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.